We begin 13 News at noon with some breaking news. IMPD is investigating after a person has been hit by a train on the city's Near East Side. All of this happening just after 10 this morning near North Dearborn Street in Massachusetts Ave. IMPD at the scene confirmed to 13 News that a person was hit by the train. No other information is being shared at this time. We are working to learn more about the circumstances of the crash and how that person is doing. Make sure you stay with 13 News for updates. And we have more breaking news to get to right now. An anticipated phone call between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin is underway. The U.S. is hoping to persuade the Russian leader to sign off on a 30-day ceasefire proposal. So the call comes after Ukrainian officials agreed to the American proposal last week. Ukraine's President Zelensky says he remains skeptical that Putin is ready for peace. We are monitoring updates on this call, and we will have much more on 13 News as well as our mobile app. And we are learning more about a shooting on the west side of Indianapolis. IMPD says it happened on Falcon Lane near 38th and Moeller Road. And this is all close to the old Lafayette Square Mall. So we first brought you this story as breaking news on 13 Sunrise this morning. And here's what we do know this afternoon. Police tell us that a person is listed as in stable condition. We have no word yet on whether or not they have anyone in custody. As soon as we learn more, of course, we'll update you online as well as at WTHR.com and on air. And this afternoon, we are still working to get information from Metro Police officers after the officers searched an area nearly a mile long on the city's Near East Side. So here's what the scene looked like around 4 this morning near 10th and Rural. Our crew saw officers and detectives gathered at a gas station there. We know officers were in the area investigating shots being fired near 10th and Keystone. Our crews also saw police cars blocking intersections stretching down to 10th and Sherman. Plus, multiple drones were in the air. This afternoon, we're still working to learn exactly what they were investigating. We will keep you posted once we learn more. And just into the newsroom, a mother is now charged after an altercation on a Warren Township school bus. The Marion County prosecutor says he has filed charges against Latia Hintz. The state alleges that she was fighting a 14-year-old on the school bus earlier this month. The prosecutor says Hintz boarded the bus with her son and daughter to confront the teen. The 14-year-old then allegedly started to fight her kids. That's when the state says Hintz hit the teen multiple times. We're working to learn when the first hearing will be in this case. And today we are learning more about a crash that involved a school bus and a semi in Madison County. A few hours ago, police shared with 13 News the pictures that you see here. These are pictures from the scene Monday. It happened around 2:30 in the afternoon at East 1550 North and County Road 300 East, just east of Summitville. We've learned 2 people have been hospitalized in this incident, and one of them was airlifted to an Indy hospital. No children were on the bus at the time of the crash. Police say a semi hauling corn failed to stop at a stop sign and then crashed into the school bus. We are working to find out more about the conditions of those 2 people hurt. We have more on this story on WTHR.com. Well, DNA evidence helped solve 2 rape cases in Bloomington, and both are tied to the same man. A jury found Eric Montgomery guilty of raping 20-year-old IU student Avery McMillan before she overdosed at his house in 2022. Police later learned she was not his first victim. During the investigation into McMillan's death, Montgomery's DNA matched another reported rape just down the road in Ellettsville. Police say it happened nearly 1 year to the day before McMillan died. The victim took a sexual assault test kit, providing DNA to investigators.
They can very much so make or break a case for us, especially if we already had a known suspect in mind. That can just, give us further evidence that we do have the right person.
Montgomery will be back in front of a Monroe County judge for sentencing next week. A 50-year-old woman wanted for the murders of 2 Lafayette women was arrested in Seattle. U.S. Marshals arrested Cyan Vargas on 2 counts of murder, obstruction of justice, and false informing. Police say she killed 34-year-old LaPortia Shinnett and 28-year-old Khadijah Ross at a Lafayette apartment earlier this month. And it is a weather impact alert day. We have to prepare you for the day that's actually coming this week.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be it. And the reason why, we're going to go from 70s today to wind chills Thursday morning in the teens and 20s.
Okay,
Yes.
That is quite a change.
And usually what happens this time of year, when we go from that quick transition, we get some thunderstorms. So we want you to be aware of that. We're on top of it. Today, however, smooth sailing. Well, I don't know about smooth in terms of the wind. We are going to have gusts that are going to go over 35 miles per hour at times from a very warm direction. We're already at 63 degrees in Indy and Noblesville. Some harmless mid-level cloud cover right now at 63. Southwest wind sustained at 15 to near 20. And those gusts will start to crank up here this afternoon. We make it well into the 70s. Going to be our warmest day that we're going to have. I mentioned it's 63 already. You take this map and compare it to the same time yesterday, 20 to 25 degrees warmer in response to this low pressure system coming toward us, an intensifying low at that. That will create some blizzard-like conditions well to the west of us. We don't get into the winter side of this until Thursday. We'll have some snowflakes around. And as I mentioned, that transition produces this, the potential for severe thunderstorms. We're going to update the timeline coming up in a few minutes here in the 7-day forecast.
All right, thanks a lot, Sean. And there is a video that is getting a lot of attention on social media right now. It takes place at a popular jazz club in downtown Indianapolis. So you have probably seen this video by now. A woman is claiming that she was told to leave, all because of her political views. But the business owner told our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick there's more to the story.
You've probably seen this video. It's been viewed millions of times, and it ends with a bartender telling a woman to leave this Mass Ave bar. Well, now the business owner is telling us what you don't see in this video.
I have a question.
No, we're not answering
Why?
questions. Get out of the bar.
Why?
Because you're a Trump supporter.
The 36-second video shows a confrontation between a customer and an employee at the Chatterbox Jazz Club. At one point, the bartender stomps a baseball bat.
I'm not around. Get out of my bar.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Out.
Because I'm wearing a Trump hat.
Yes.
I don't think they knew who we were. They just saw the pride flag up above and decided, let's start something.
David Andrechik is the longtime owner of Chatterbox. He says a group of people intentionally misgendered and harassed his employee. They were then kicked out, but he said one of them returned, this time with the camera rolling.
So what's on the camera is true. We felt very threatened, and that was the important part, but it was set up first. And it was just so vile, so vile.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No.
So we had attorney Brad Banks review the video. He says the business was within its legal rights.
Here in Indiana and in most states across the country, if it's a non-discriminatory purpose, you can say, not interested in doing business with you.
And if they come back?
At the point you've asked them to leave, if they come back, it's actually a crime of trespassing.
On the video, one of the employees did tell the woman they could call police if she didn't leave.
You know this is like discrimination, right?
Seconds later, she walked out.
Get out of my bar.
And we reached out to the woman who took this video but did not hear back. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
And the attorney further explained to Lauren that businesses have the right to not serve someone as long as it is not in one of the constitutionally protected grounds. That includes race, religion, sexual orientation. But in Indiana, that does not include political affiliations. And the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office is cracking down on dangerous driving at the intersection of 146th and Allisonville Road. Police say speeding, illegal turns, running red lights, all those things have led to numerous crashes and near misses amid ongoing construction in the area. Yesterday, police say they made 18 traffic stops during a 2-hour traffic blitz. Happening later today, there's another meeting around a planned data center in Hendricks County. Vantage Data Centers wants to use 285 acres to build a data storage center in Pittsboro. The Planning Commission there voted 4-1 in favor of rezoning the old Smith family farms. But it is drawing some public pushback due to the project's proximity to residential areas and fears of losing Pittsboro's small town feel. The final say happens tonight at the town council meeting tonight at 7. And today we're hearing from Hamilton Southeastern schools amid some new concerns about the district's open enrollment policy. It comes as a new development could bring thousands of people to the area. The school district announced it is opening enrollment to students who live outside the district. Plus, the new Gatewood Lakes development in Noblesville could have as many as 5,000 new Hoosiers moving in over the next several years. HSC Superintendent Pat Mapes says this extra students should not be a problem.
So we think this is our best bet at kind of bringing in more income for our school district, serving more students and giving them an educational opportunity that they may not have in their current school district, and make certain that we maintain our teaching ranks that we have.
HSC plans to assess enrollment year to year. If they reach capacity, students who live in the district will get first priority.